Guys, without showing exact locations, I'm walking out of a 7-Eleven, which is right behind me, and there's a road right behind me, clearly, and I just want to start out. There's a place of business right there. Some pretty big impressions in here. Looks like they go this way. It looks like there's houses back there. Look at this here, guys. You see that snap right there? It comes down, and then that tree is broken off right there, and it comes back down here too. Sometimes these are good, like they're cool areas because they're not always necessarily where they congregate. Well, there's people moving, but sometimes they stay. Sometimes they just use them as like jumping off points. There's a trail that goes all the way through here, but I don't know how far. Now keep in mind there's woods all the way. I mean all the way. Like from really everywhere, but I mean all the way down. This is a thin portion. But being I had a parking spot and it's Halloween, so I wanted to bring a treat out. I don't really know where else I'm going to be able to get to today, so here I go. Here we go. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Happy Halloween, everyone. This is about all I have time for today. The kids were out all day. They had a good time. I might be Bigfoot's biggest fan. Look at this. I want to be cautious about this because I don't really know what it is. It's hard, but the hole in it is what intrigues me. I don't know. Interesting, though. So here's a little game trail cutting across what looks like people trails. So this actually has a marker, this trail. This one actually has a blue marker. Definitely don't want to go that way. Obviously, you guys might be hearing some sounds. They're probably coming from the road. There's a deer in here. This isn't sand, but it's still a fairly big deer, even though that's sand. Thickens up over here pretty good. So what I was saying was there's some roads around and residentials and etc. business, so Keep that in mind for audio purposes. Look at the way that tree is growing. Just that one, just that branch. And then it's a whole tree. There's another one, look at this one. It's a whole nother one that goes and it wraps up behind it and up and tucks in there. I don't know what kind of person goes through that kind of trouble. These are very good places to get paced and stuff and have them kind of walk along with you. When it's a thin patch of woods like this, there's only, X, Y, and Z. And if you stay on Y and kind of highlight both angles, both sides, it could turn out pretty good. So once again, look what we got here. That tree's broke off up there. That tree's broke off at the top. That one snapped. Where is it? That one snapped. Look at the blind this creates. Those are snapped too, actually. Everything's being used right there. This is suburban squatching scenarios right here. Just amazes me. Do I think that they are here all the time? No. Nope, I don't. I don't think that this is a permanent location, but I think they used it at one point for whatever reason. These are huge impressions. Problem is, this is a trail, so I can't say somebody didn't do that. See this? These are all individually stacked on here. That's the beginning of it, and then these are stacked on it like that. They're all individually stacked, see? It might mean something. Maybe not to me. Let me take a picture of it. Maybe not to me and you. At a minimum, what I'd think that is, I think it's some kind of like distraction. It's something. It's right at the trailhead. See, we always talk about trailheads. Just so happens to be that setup was right next to a trailhead too. So traffic might come from this way, majority. It's hard to say. I don't come here. Probably won't come here again, but it's just a little short walk. Figured I'd bring you guys along while I scout. Scout with me. I appreciate you guys. Your eyes are way better than mine afterwards, because 95% of you know I don't watch this stuff. I don't watch it back. Unless we premiere it, I don't watch it back. One day I will. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't watch them back. I was there. These are snapped off. See how different this looks from everything else? Let's go check in here a little bit. Some stuff there. This is intriguing. You could see the border, the fences that people have. It's definitely a little trail going back through there, but it's it's not heavily used. Something was here. Something was here. Could be a deer just nestling under this. But that would, well, there could be another deer here. They're not huge impressions, so that's why I'm going with deer. I don't like the brightness on the screen. I was trying to fix it. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Ow. You see this? That's a deer print. But what's before the deer went in there? Look at that. That's a bare foot. Look at that. I wouldn't say it's a giant. I wouldn't even say... I wouldn't even go as far to say it's a Sasquatch. It could be human size very, very easily, but I mean, being that there's a deer print in there already, and that doesn't even look fresh, it's really hard to call it. Anyway, something worth seeing. Something worth looking at for sure. Something jetted across there. They look kind of white though. I don't think I had the camera up. But... So let's take a look at what the shoes do here. And the shoes go in pretty deep. At least at that point. Look at that. Look at this dugout spot over here. See how dug out that is? I'm sure you guys could see that. There we go. Brighten it up. See how big that is? That's about at least 1.5 of me could lay in there. Probably 2. Which would make it a 10, 11 foot wide hole. There's nothing here. There's no jumps here or anything, so it's not like a person dug that out. So ask yourself why. I'm not giving you a definitive answer. But these are the things that my mind bounces around. Alright, let's flip back to where we were, because I want to look up in that. I need to darken it up, I apologize. Really, I don't know what's wrong with these functions at the moment. I think that's where I want to be, right there. Trying to put it dead center, right between the green. Why'd it get bright? See what I'm looking at? Staying as still as I can at the moment. Let me darken it up a little. Yeah, as soon as we move, we drop down in elevation, etc. Gives them a chance to move. We lose track of where it is. That's that fan. So we're back over here already. That was quick. Short, very short, quick, small area. But like we're saying, you know, it's not always about going deep in the brush. Especially not around here. I mean, I can't talk about for everywhere, but I've come very comfortable with suburban Squatch and like the signs and what happens and what to look at and what's a waste of time. I mean, you can't say there's a shortage of anything. There's power lines here, there's people nearby, there's definitely food sources. I mean, there's plenty of open areas and areas to hide. Collect some sunlight. Yeah. Alright guys, that's it for me. Appreciate you. I'll post this like I post everything. Appreciate you coming along.